Welcome to DC Scope It Out 2024. We're so happy to have you joining us from coast to coast. My name is Megan Scotty, and this is my co-host, Melissa Wool Matthews. Hello, hello. We have a jam-packed show for you today as we count down to the start of DC Scope It Out here in Washington, D.C. on the National Mall.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you so much to everyone who has submitted videos, walked in our neighborhoods, and joined together across this country and beyond to help us end CRC. Can we get a big shout out to our amazing volunteers behind us here this morning to get us amped up?
This is on track to be our biggest and best Scope It Out ever, and how fitting that it's happening the same week of the Alliance's 25th anniversary.
That's right, Megan. We've already raised over $350,000, and we are set to see thousands of people walking this morning together at the nation's capital and thousands more walking across the country.
It's going to be an incredible day, that is for sure. We have a great lineup of interviews for you this morning, hearing from volunteers and corporate partners that are vital to the work that the Alliance does to help end colorectal cancer in our lifetime.
So no matter where you are across the country, let's get loud for Scope It Out!
You go about your day, you go about your life, and then you find out that you have colorectal cancer and your world changes. That is when someone can turn to the Alliance. The Alliance is patient focus, it's survivor focus, it is family and friends that were impacted by the disease focus, right? And it's also creating many strategies to end this disease in our lifetime. From a perspective of a caregiver, when my mother was ill and also now working for the Alliance, it's a disease where I don't think people understand how severe it can be and how many people it affects. When a patient receives their diagnosis, the Alliance is the light that they can turn to.
Having a support network is immensely important and just vital to every aspect. When my husband Rich was diagnosed with colon cancer at the age of 30, it was one of the darkest days of our lives. And it was hard to find anybody else who understood. When we turned to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, they said, we understand and we're here when we were going through treatments, when we were going through everything that was involved. And they were there every step of the way. After he passed away, staying involved was something that I couldn't imagine not doing. It gives me purpose. It gives me a way to feel like I can give back for all that they gave to me and to Rich and to my boys. This community lets me be with those people who believe the cure is there, who believe that the future is bright.
Each trail is unique in life. A lot of it has to deal with what your perspective is when you're on the journey. So for me, that trail is actually a metaphor for life. It's very personal for me. My journey with cancer started about 2017 when I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer. So I went for about 4 years with clean scans, and I checked in 2 years ago about the same time, and the scan revealed spots in my lungs. At this point, I'm now 2 years into my new life, living with cancer again, and there's been a lot of hope that I've encountered. So really that strength comes from my family, from my outdoor activity. It comes from the hope of being around people that have hope, and it comes from the community that we've got here. The Alliance has been fundamental in my personal journey. They're all in. They're authentic, they're active, and they're active, focused on the mission of trying to find that cure for cancer. You know, trying to find a light at the end of this very dark place at times. The journey with cancer takes me on a trail that I've never traversed before. I don't know what the summit's going to look like, but I'm committed to walking that trail every day. I get strength from the trail. You know, overall, my outlook on life is it's filled with love, it's filled with joy, it's filled with a sense of opportunity, adventure, and exploration. I have hope in the future.
What? All right, good morning here, everyone. I'm here with Asia Thomas, who is not only a passionate advocate for the Alliance, but is also here at Scope It Out this morning, helping volunteer at the t-shirt pickup tent before she enjoys the walk with her family and friends. Asia, can you tell us a little bit more about how you became involved with the Alliance?
Of course. So I became involved with the Alliance about 4 years ago, right after my mom passed away from stage 4 colon cancer.
And why is your work with the Alliance so important?
It's so important because I was super young when my mom was diagnosed. I was 21, and then I became her full-time caregiver at about 22, and then she passed when I was 23. And I know there's others going through the same thing that I went through, being so young. And I do it in honor of her. I do it in honor of everyone that we've lost to this terrible disease, and I just want to put an end to it in this lifetime.
Sorry, a little wind turbulence there. All right, and as you know, the Alliance celebrated our 25th anniversary this week. What do you see the Alliance achieving over the next 25 years?
Over the next 25 years, I see the Alliance just bringing more funding to research to colon cancer, rectal cancer. And I also see us making a bigger difference. I mean, I feel like the Alliance in the last 4 years that I've been volunteering has made such an impact, not only to me, but to others. In the next 25 years, I can't even wait to see it. I'm 50, and I know there's going to be bigger things and better things being done.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Asia. I'm going to transition it over to Megan now, who's with one of our amazing sponsors.
All right, good morning again, everyone. I have Ashley here from Takeda Oncology, one of our sponsors for this year's DC Scope It Out. Ashley, welcome and thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Of course. So one of the questions that we have for Ashley today is, Ashley, what makes colorectal cancer so important to your organization?
Of course. So I think for us, it's two things. The first is that there's just such an incredibly high unmet need in the colorectal cancer community, especially in the metastatic setting. So I think for us, ensuring that people living with cancer and their families and their physicians just have a greater number of options available to them. And I think the second thing is just this community. It's a mighty community, it's tenacious and full of hope. And that's really why we love working with organizations like the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Whenever we're having a rough day or a bad day, we turn to organizations like that to inspire us and to keep us going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know a lot of our listeners and viewers today can resonate with so much of what you said. That's amazing. So do you have any words of encouragement for our participants today, both here and across the country?
Yeah, sure. I think, if the going gets tough today, if you're cold or hot, depending on where you're running, just look up and know that your community is behind you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, Ashley, we can't let you get away without answering our question of the day, which is brought to us by Advanced Pathology Solutions out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Ashley, do you fold or crumple your toilet paper, or do you empty an ostomy?
I'm definitely a crumpler.
Crumpler. Awesome. I am too. All right, for those of you who are watching this morning, go ahead and put in the chat, are you folding, are you crumpling, or are you emptying an ostomy? And with that, I will turn it back over to Melissa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Here we are. We are at our giant inflatable colon, brought to you by our sponsor, Johns Hopkins Medicine. And we are with Nancy Pope and her amazing family and team, who is walking the route this morning with her family. Nancy is a passionate volunteer with the Alliance who is involved with many of our initiatives. So Nancy, tell us how you became engaged with the Colorectal Cancer Alliance and Scope It Out.
Oh, great. Well, number one, how I got involved in this was because of people like you and all the wonderful staff talking and making an awareness. But I found the Alliance because I was looking for things that can help other patients and caregivers and just people that needed information. And found you.
Amazing. And why is it important for you to be involved with the work that the Alliance does?
Well, the people behind me are the reason, because they are a great support. And without them, I couldn't have done it. And I know other people needed that too.
We love you, Nancy. Okay, and as you know, this week the Alliance celebrated its 25th anniversary. Yes. So we have a fun question for you. What were you doing 25 years ago?
25 years ago, I was a newlywed to the man behind us.
Amazing. And you still look like a newlywed. So we know you have a busy morning getting you and your team ready and out on the course. So we appreciate all your time this morning. And I'm going to send it back over to Megan, who has an interview with one of our other sponsors. Thank you guys all so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Good morning again, everyone. I now have Desiree here from Taiho, who is another sponsor of DC Scope It Out this year. Now, Taiho has been an amazing sponsor of the Alliance for over 10 years and has helped to support so much of the work that the Alliance does on a day-to-day basis. So, Desiree, thank you so much for being here this morning in the cold and getting on a Facebook Live for us. We so appreciate you. What are you most excited about for today?
Well, it's my first time attending the DC Scope It Out, so I'm truly excited. I attended the Philadelphia Walk last September, and it was amazing, such an impactful event. So really excited to be here, get some Dunkin' and warm up.
Yes, and what a great year to be your first year for sure in the National Mall. We've raised so much money this year. It's truly a great year to be involved. Why is it so important for Taiho to be involved in an event like DC Scope It Out?
You know, we are truly honored to be able to support the DC Scope It Out event, and as well as the work that the Alliance does to not only raise awareness about colorectal cancer, but also to provide the resources and support for the colorectal cancer community.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I can't let you get away without asking you also our question of the day. Do you fold your toilet paper, crumple it, or empty an ostomy?
fold it.
Fold it?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm a crumbler. It seems to be as hot of a topic as which way you put the toilet paper on the roll.
Yeah, over.
Over.
Not
Over.
under.
Yes. I agree. All right. Now back to Melissa.
Hi, I'm Melissa. Okay, good morning. We have Rick here from Natera, who is our local silver sponsor of our Scope It Out event. Okay, Rick, tell us a little bit about the team you have with us here today.
Well, first, Natera is really honored to be here supporting CCA and the Scope It Out 5K as well as the mission to cure colorectal cancer. We truly believe that every patient is as unique as their cancer. So we take a major personalized approach to managing the disease that all these patients are facing today, and trying to move that technology forward to empower patients and their clinicians to have as much information as possible to manage their disease.
I love it. That's amazing. So who all with your team is here with you today? Tell us a little bit more about them.
So, well, guys, come on in. This is our local sales team. This is Nate Everly. He's our clinical oncology specialist.
Hello, Nate.
And Elliot Ramos. He's our associate clinical oncology specialist. They're covering the whole DC, Northern Virginia area. Really great group of guys. I was their district manager for a long time, and this is one of the biggest areas in the country, I'd say, for using Signatera, our flagship product, and helping these patients.
That's amazing. And Rick was just telling me that he used to be based in DC, but now you are the
for the whole New England regional director.
Yeah, so it's like a week old of a promotion. But I'll be
Amazing!
up there.
Congrats!
Yeah, thank you.
And so he's used to this nice brisk weather we're having this morning, right?
This is gorgeous out here.
Okay, and now for our question of the day for all three of you. Do you crumple or fold your toilet paper or empty your ostomy?
Ooh, is it bad that I have a bidet?
No! Oh, yeah! A ringer. Okay, bidet?
Fold for sure.
Fold, okay.
Fold into a crumple.
Oh, wow. We got some fancy people here. All right. And thank you all so much for being here. And with that, I will turn it back over to Megan. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Hello again, everyone. I am now here with Mike O'Neill, who is one of our top fundraising teams for this year's 2024 Scope It Out, raising over $25,000. Mike, congratulations. That is a huge milestone. So how do you do it? That is such an incredible amount of money. Tell us about how you raise that much.
Well, I bother people pretty regularly, on at least a weekly basis, and I give them updates on all sorts of things, and we have a big group to draw from, and that's the wonderful thing. People who keep coming back. This is the 13th year that the family and so many friends and teammates have done this race, and each year we've been able to do a little better, and it's wonderful because we know how this money is being spent. We know what CCA is doing with it, and it is absolutely the best. So it's worth doing it. It really is worth doing it.
Well, we appreciate everything that you guys do so much. How do you feel events like Scope It Out have an impact in the colorectal cancer community?
Well, obviously, you can see. I mean, there are lots of people here, and they're all talking about it. There's John Marshall coming across the way there, Dr. John Marshall, who was my wife's doctor on top of everything else, and who along with Michael got us interested in this effort, and it's been great. It's been great.
Awesome. Well, Mike, our question of the day today that we need you to answer is, do you crumple or fold your toilet paper or empty an ostomy?
I fold.
Fold?
Yeah.
We've had a mixed group.
Because I buy cheap toilet paper, and so you got to fold it.
You gotta fold it. You gotta fold it. All right. Well, Mike, thank you again so much. Thank you to your entire team walking with us here today.
By the way, just right here are Julie Wright and Rob O'Donnell, the sister and brother of my wife, who died 13 years ago, and they have been part of this team and leading it for all this time. So,
well, thank you guys so much for being here today. Yeah, absolutely.
Great day every day, every year. It's been fun.
It is fun. It is
Absolutely.
fun. And it's cold too.
Yeah, it's chilly, but the sun's up, and we got Taylor Swift playing, so we're gonna start moving. Shake it off. Hey, we do have friendship bracelets here today, so if you're coming out to the mall, make sure you go get some friendship bracelets.
All right, we'll do it.
All right, thank you guys so much. All right, Melissa, back over to you.
Yeah, I will. But I'm waiting. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I have Angie here, who is our Chief Marketing and Communications Officer at the Alliance. little windy out here today.
Also, we have the wind, so sorry about that little intermission. Okay, so I wanted Angie to talk a little bit with us this morning about our 25th anniversary and why it's so important to us at the Alliance and what we've achieved over the last 25 years in the colorectal cancer space.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Alliance was founded on March 18th, 25 years ago. So we just celebrated our 25th anniversary. And we are so excited to be out here on the National Mall during National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. So we were founded 25 years ago by 40 patients and caregivers who were affected by colorectal cancer but didn't have any support network or anywhere to go for resources. So that is what the Alliance is here to do. We are here to spread awareness about prevention. We are here to support patients and caregivers who are along that cancer path and provide them with resources. And we are here to fund research so that we can end this disease.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Angie. So that gives you a little bit of more background into why we've been asking questions about where were you 25 years ago and where do you see us in the next 25 years, and kind of.
You want to know where I think we're going to be in 25 years?
Yeah, tell us.
We're going to be out of business.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly where I want to be. I want to pack up a box. There's so many other great nonprofits that need our work. And I am hoping that we won't have this disease in 25 years and we will be out of a job.
That's
so
right.
High five to that, Angie.
All right.
Yes, amazing. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Megan. Thanks for joining us, Angie.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to go around. Who did we miss?
Attention, please. Good morning, DC. Good morning, Colorectal Cancer Alliance.
Good morning again, everyone. We are getting ready here to start opening ceremonies here in just a little bit. Kenneth is live on stage, but just wanted to give you guys a live view of the mall. We got our call-in. Take you through the call-in. Got a kid zone over there for all of you that are watching from across the country. We'll go through the call-in and show you what normal colon tissue looks like. We've got some Crohn's descriptions, malignant polyp, what advanced colon cancer, and colon cancer looks like inside our colon. All right, we're gonna send it over so that you guys can see what Kenneth is chatting about up now on stage.
Which is worse, the allergies or the cold? The trick question. Cancer is the worst. And we're here to talk about it. What better way to be here on the National Mall for this 25th anniversary of this alliance, for the 19th Scope It Out, than to tell you how much money we've raised. And the record that was broken, $350,000 raised so far this year. So you see our beautiful, beautiful walk village here. Let me tell you a little bit about it. This year, everything on the National Mall is known as Walk Village. What's it called? Walk Village. If you are a colorectal cancer patient or survivor, please check in at the Patient Survivors Lounge located toward the front of the stage. Where's the stage? Point to the stage. I feel like you guys are pointing at me. Be sure to pick up your t-shirt and survivor medal. Thank you, survivors, for being here today. We love seeing you here. We're honored to have you. All of the participants can check in at the welcome tent at the edge of our tent village. After checking in, visit our sponsor booths. You see all the white tents? Those are the sponsor booths. Learn more about the Alliance's programs at the Alliance's information booth and stop by our DC Resources screening tent to pick up your free fit kit. Who wants something free? We love a free fit kit. After our walk today, we will remember our loved ones lost to colorectal cancer and honor our survivors in our first ever kite ceremony. It is going to be beautiful. You feel that little wind in the air? That's because someone knew we were going to be flying kites today in honor of those that we've lost. If you purchase a kite or would like to, please head over to our kite tent to pick up and decorate those kites. So, you know we're a social media age, right? You know you have to tag us. You want that hashtag? Let me give it to you. Continue to raise awareness by taking a photo at the hashtag DC Scope It Out. Use the hashtag DC Scope It Out. What is it? Hashtag DC Scope It Out. Tag us. Tag the Alliance at Colorectal Cancer Alliance. That's our at Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Facebook, Instagram, X. Make sure you please do that. We want to see your images from this incredible day that we're having. It is a great morning. It's great to be here. It's great to be alive. And it's great to be here fighting colorectal cancer. Give yourselves a big applause, guys. I'm going to keep these announcements going throughout the morning. We're going to have a great time, a great walk, a great run. Thank you for being here.
Hello again, guys. We just wanted to come on and say thank you so much for our sponsors, attendees, and coast-to-coast participants for walking us with here in Washington, D.C. and all over the country. We've been honored to be able to share this great event with you as we all come together to celebrate ending this disease in our lifetime.
I can't thank everyone enough for being out here this morning, walking with us here at the National Mall and at home, across the country, coast to coast. We are about to hand it back over to Kenneth to kick off this opening ceremonies here at Scope It Out. But we are looking forward to seeing all of you next year. And with that, we were going to welcome you to the 2024 Scope It Out opening ceremonies. Thank you so much for being here. See you all next year.
See you all next year.
We'll start at the beginning. The Alliance was founded on March 18, 1999, by more than 40 passionate volunteers.
These patients, survivors, and caregivers noticed a huge need for support in the CRC community, so they decided to be the difference.
After a few years, the Alliance developed into a paid staff of 10 who created our first helpline, buddy program, financial assistance program, and national conference.
These programs and more still continue today, with patients at the center of everything that we do. Learn more about our programs to advocate for prevention, magnify patient support, and accelerate research at colorectalcancer.org.
We've always liked to move, and exercise is good for not only prevention, but also survivorship. So in the early aughts, we started our own 5K, originally called the Undy 5000, and then it changed names to the Undy Walk Run.
But in 2019, we wanted to be clear about our goal, so we renamed it the Walk to End Colon Cancer. Now you can walk loud in 16 cities and growing.
In 2003, the Alliance created Scope It Out near headquarters in DC. Scope It Out is the largest community event against CRC.
This year's Scope It Out is on Sunday, March 24th, and coast-to-coast registration allows allies to participate from anywhere.
In 2006, stage 4 colorectal cancer survivor Anita Mitchell started Dress in Blue Day at her son's school. She partnered with the Alliance, and Dress in Blue Day went national.
In 2010, the Alliance was in trouble financially. A lot of nonprofits go through tough times, but a $6 million bequest by the late Carol Green let us continue our life savings work and fund assistance grants.
That same year, Michael Sapienza, his family, and friends started the Chris for Life Colon Cancer Foundation in honor and memory of his mother, Chris, who died from the disease at the age of 59.
In 2011, the Alliance established the Blue Hope Bash, the premier fundraising gala against colorectal cancer. It continues today and has expanded to several major cities thanks to our incredible volunteers and supporters.
In 2016, the Colon Cancer Alliance merged with Chris for Life, creating the nation's largest nonprofit dedicated to ending colorectal cancer. 1 year later, in 2017, the Colon Cancer Alliance changed its name to Colorectal Cancer Alliance to represent the whole community. Together, we are a nation of allies.
In 2019, the Alliance positioned its programs to screen, care, and cure to save 100,000 lives over 10 years, reach 750,000 patients and their families, and invest tens of millions in research.
In 2020, as the world faced COVID-19, we stood up the Care During COVID Fund to assist patients and caregivers during this crisis.
We also launched quiz.getscreened.org, our screening assessment and navigation tool that provides a screening recommendation based on a person's individual risk factors.
That's a lot of big words, but check out the screening quiz yourself and share it with the people who might need to get checked. That's quiz.getscreened.org.
In 2021, the recommended age to begin screening was reduced from 50 to 45 to reflect the changing face of this disease. Our collaborations and initiatives to highlight screening, including Cycles of Impact, Go to Know, 45 Plus Reasons, and the wide-reaching Lead from Behind awareness campaign have tallied billions of impressions since.
The Alliance was busy in 2023 too. We launched BlueHQ.org, the Alliance's patient support hub. We secured a $5 million gift to seed our health equity efforts.
And we launched Project Cure CRC, with a goal of funding tens of millions of dollars in urgent research in 2024, in addition to the more than $5 million we have already invested through the years. This is a historical milestone, not just for the Alliance, but for the entire CRC community.
And that brings us to today, and the Alliance's 25th year of impact. It's an observance made possible by our nation of allies. including supporters, donors, partners, advocates, volunteers, advisors, board, and each and every single staff member, present and past.
So, what will the next 25 years bring? For more on that, here is the Colorectal Cancer Alliance CEO, Michael Sapienza.
Alliance. DC, scope it out. Don't forget, if you are a patient or survivor, please check in at the Patient Survivors Lounge. It's located right here toward the front of the stage. Also, come talk to me. I want to hear your story. Don't be shy. We're here just to talk about it, right? Just talk about it. We're raising awareness. All other participants, check in at the welcome tent at the edge of our tent village. Some of y'all look like y'all are cold out there. You ain't cold. Just jump up and down. Give me a little jump up and down. Come on, come on. Woo! Also, check in. Visit our sponsor booths. You see them there. Some of them may even have some free stuff for you. How you doing? Wait, I got somebody up here up front. You don't? Oh, who wants to be on the mic? Come on. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Don't be shy. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Barb.
Barb, who are you and who are you representing?
I'm here with my survivor sister, Beth.
Give it up for Beth, everybody!
And my other sister, Marnie. We're Team Baboom.
Team Baboom! Turn around so the camera can see you, Team Baboom. There we go. We've got survivors. We've got allies. We've got people representing loved ones. Because it's all about the support system, right? It's all about fighting this, right? It's all about talking about it, right? Somebody else said they have a story. Who's got a story? Come on up here. What's your name?
My name is Freddie. And I'm also, I want to say my grandmother passed away from cancer like back 10 years ago.
Say your grandmother's name for us.
Mita. Mita is M-I-T-A spelled. But it was really sad to hear about it 10 years ago. It was my father's mother, but which is also my grandmother too, from Nicaragua.
And you're here for her today?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Wait, one more thing.
I'm also a fan of Fox 5 DC.
Oh, there we go. Fox 5. If you guys didn't know, I'm Kenneth Moten from Fox 5 DC. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here. It is an honor to be here. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to start these opening ceremonies. Can I hear you out there? Let me hear you on this Sunday morning. And how about them tunes, that music, DJ John Chong? Let's give it up for him. Alliance. Good morning, DC. Scope it out. How are we feeling on this beautiful Sunday morning? I am your master of ceremonies, aka MC, for this incredible event. I'm Kenneth Moten, evening news anchor for Fox 5 DC. Oh, thank you. A little applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do a little other things too. Media consultant, former national correspondent and anchor for ABC News, longtime local news reporter. And I will tell you guys that as a veteran journalist, two things I learned about my business, my industry. It's about information and awareness. Sound familiar? That's what this event is about. This is what the Colorectal Cancer Alliance is about. Information and awareness. And how that information and awareness can impact one's life. That is why we are here today, and that is why we're here highlighting the important work of this alliance, because it's all about information and awareness. Now, you heard me make some announcements earlier. I got to give you just a few more. You might hear some repeats, but the information is important for you, so you know. I got to make sure you're aware. You're on Walk Village here on the National Mall because, again, we want to welcome you to the 19th Scope It Out event and the 25th anniversary of the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Come on, come on. If you are a colorectal cancer patient or survivor, please check in at the Patient Survivors Lounge located toward the front of the stage. Be sure to pick up your t-shirt and survivor medal. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for surviving, for being a warrior. If you are a survivor, let me see you. Where you at? Be proud. If you're the loved one, if you're here for a survivor, let me see you. Let me hear you. All other participants, check in at the welcome tent at the edge of our tent village. Also, check our sponsor booths. We would not be here without our sponsors. Learn more about the Alliance's programs at our Alliance information booth. Stop by our DC resource and screening tent to pick up your free fit kit. Also, don't forget, after the walk and run, we're having a beautiful ceremony to remember those loved ones that we've lost with a kite. We're going to put some kites up in the air. How about that? Also, don't forget about social media. Hashtag DC Scope It Out. Tag us, Colorectal Cancer Alliance, on your social media. Does anybody need a little fuel? Does anyone need some coffee? The coffee's free. Thanks to Duncan. We appreciate you. You see their big pink truck over there. Free coffee, everyone. There's also the Alliance refreshment tent. Right there in the middle, you see that little area right in front of our colon? Shows your yard game skills and get your face painted in the face paint and kids play area. There's hydration stations as well for our furry friends. That's available throughout Walk Village. Restrooms are located near Madison Avenue, near the Dunkin' Coffee truck. You see I see a line for the porta potties, guys. There's already a line. First aid, also located behind the start arch. If you need first aid. Alliance staff and volunteers. Let's give it up for our Alliance staff and volunteers. You will see them throughout Walk Village. You'll know who they are. They're very helpful. Also, can we give it up for DJ John? On the ones and twos, as they say. And also our ASL interpreter, Raymond. We want to take a moment to highlight our sponsors, our national partners, Merck, Taiho Oncology, and our local partners, Takeda Oncology, Johns Hopkins Medicine, the Roos Center for the Cure for Gastrointestinal Cancers at Georgetown, Lombardi Comprehensive Cancer Center, Haystack Quest Diagnostic, Illumina, Natera, Deloitte, K&L Gates. Thank you to our sponsors. We also want to give a shout out to some folks who have some special tents at our event today. Our patient survivor tent, patient and survivors, please visit the VIP tent for some special goodies. We all like some special goodies, right? And guys, we have a top fundraising team we want to shout out. Top fundraising team. Are you ready for it? The PA team. Look at them over there. So excited to be the top fundraising team. But guess what, guys? They're also our largest team. Shout out. Rookie team of the year, Julie Aquino. Shout out to Julie Aquino, rookie team of the year. Also, can we clap, scream, shout, fist bump to celebrate how great it is to be back together again? That pandemic pause, that was not good, right? But we're here and we're back bigger, better than ever to raise awareness here on the National Mall for the first time. The 25th anniversary, you heard me say it, we need to say it again. So 25 years, guys. Somebody do the math. What year was 25? Oh, 1999. Who remembers 1999? Some of you probably weren't born then. Raymond, he definitely was not born in Raymond, how old were you in 1999? He was 9 years old. All right. Can I have a little fun with you guys right now as we get warmed up? Y'all running in place. Who's ready to walk? Who's ready to run? I know you're like, please stop talking. No, I got the mic. I'm going to keep talking. All right, so in 1999, guys, guess what? SpongeBob premiered. Tiger Woods won his first PGA championship. The Matrix trilogy began. I only made it to like the first two. Now, I saw all three. I did. The New York Yankees won the World Series. Boo. Does anybody know the #1 song in 1999 when the Colorectal Cancer Alliance started? Does anybody know the #1 song? I'll give you a prize if you know the #1 song. Nope. Nope. Wait, what did you say? Nope. It was, Can You Believe in Life After Love? Yep. #1 song, Believe by Cher. I'm not good at karaoke, guys. Sorry. I know. Some fun facts there. So, yes, it is good. Happy 25th anniversary to the Alliance. Let's get some applause. And again, a big round of applause for all of you here today. It's so great that we can be here, that we can celebrate. And we're glad that it's not raining. A little chilly, but it's okay because we're excited about this incredible and great cause. Again, so I want to get a quick show of hands. Who's this? Is this your first time here at DC Scope It Out? If it's your first time, raise your hands. We see some first timers. Who's been here for all 18? Anyone? All 18? All right, well, you can start today. Don't miss another year after this. How about half of them? Have you been here for 9 at least? We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Don't worry. Year after year, the Colorectal Cancer Alliance helps raise awareness and critical funds for this disease that is the second deadliest cancer in men and women combined in the U.S. and is the 4th most diagnosed overall. We are surrounded by survivors, caregivers, and those who love and support them. Whatever brought you here, we are thankful. We're thankful for all of you. This month, we've seen the Alliance continue to amplify their mission on so many levels, working tirelessly. Oh, it's so cold. Tirelessly. I'm going to get my words out today, guys. Going above and beyond these past few years during the pandemic to help patients and caregivers to get through these difficult times. This month, the Alliance highlighted the power of screening to save lives through television, radio, social media, community activations, and more. We stood up and said that every person should begin getting checked at age 45. And even though we will soon come to the end of National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, the work does not stop today. It is 365 days, 366 this year, right? Leap year, for our nation of allies. So please get involved at ccalliance.org. Are you guys ready for the man in charge to come speak to you? I would like to welcome the Colorectal Cancer Alliance CEO, Michael Sapienza, to the stage to welcome all of you and to give you some special words. Thank you guys for being here this morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we've got a lot of you. I can see PA team over here. I can see Lori, Team Andrew over here. I know there's a lot of you. You guys come closer, come towards the stage because we're going to do some warm up. I want you to hear Dr. Marshall. Come closer, please. If you can hear me, come closer to the stage. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can hear me. Yes. I love this woman right here in the front. I like your shirt. I like the color blue. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming closer. So Michael Sapienza is my name. I'm the CEO of the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. For those of you that have not met me, I just want to let you know this is pretty much almost the 20th year that this event has been happening. And my family has been doing it since the very, very beginning. Unfortunately, my mom died in 2009 from this awful disease. And here we are now. I think we're about 3,000, 2,000. You guys are like the ones that braved the cold to come out here. So almost 3,000 people strong. I'm just so happy to be here. You know, and what have we been able to do? We've raised over $350,000 to end this disease in our lifetime. That is a lot of money. So what have we done with that money? Over the last year, we've done a bunch of stuff, but we have funded over $3 million worth of cutting edge research. And we actually just launched something called Project Cure CRC, where we're going to be pumping tens of millions of dollars into research. We also launched Lead From Behind, which is this awareness campaign with Ryan Reynolds and Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, because we've got to get awareness out there that screening starts at 45, but even more importantly, all the young people in this audience that are under 45, how do we make sure that they get screened as well? So I'm just incredibly, incredibly grateful for all of you that are here today. I hope you have an amazing time. You stay warm and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful walk.
Thank you, Mike. Let's get over Mike again. Woo! Who is ready for a walk? Who's ready for a run? Okay, next I want to shout out our survivors that are here today. We would like for all of our patients and survivors to join me in front of the stage. Don't be shy. Come on, patients and survivors. And for those of you backing up, don't back up. Where are you going? All the patients and survivors, please come on up. Come on down. Come on, y'all. We are so happy to have you here today. We are proud to have you here today. We want you to know that we are your allies. We love you. We're so proud of you. Your battle against colorectal cancer is an inspiration to all of us. We are here for you when you need us because we believe tomorrow cannot wait. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Turn around so everybody can see you. If you're not clapping for these survivors right here, what are you doing? If you're not clapping for these survivors, what are you doing? If you're not yelling for them, if you're not screaming for them. I know it's Sunday morning. I'm not a preacher, but don't make me preach, y'all. Come on. Get out your cameras, take a picture of them, and tag DC Scope It Out. I want to see images of them all over your social media. Come on, y'all. Smile. Get together. Let's band it. Can I get a group photo? Get together. Group photo. Get in there. Thank you guys so much. Let's get that picture. Hashtag DC Scope It Out. What is it? Hashtag DC Scope It Out. Hashtag Scope It Out. That's right. That's a beautiful picture. Another round of applause, guys. Come on. Thank you, survivors. Thank you for being warriors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are here for you. Next, I would like to invite to the stage Dr. John Marshall. Oh, Dr. Marshall has a fan club. Dr. Marshall. Dr. Marshall is of Georgetown University, a global leader in the research and development of drugs for colon cancer and other GI cancers. Dr. Marshall is the principal investigator of over 150 clinical trials at the local as well as national levels. Dr. Marshall is the clinical director of oncology for Georgetown University Hospital, associate director for clinical care of the Lombardi Comprehensive Cancer Center, and chief of the division of hematology oncology. He is an incredible advocate and advisor of the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Please welcome the one, the only, the incredible Dr. John Marshall.
Woo! Good morning. This is a day that the Lord has made, and I am a preacher. I am a preacher. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I have been here for almost every one of these walks. I am old, but I am not tired. We have work to do. We have lots of work to do. We have made great progress, but we have miles to go to make sure that no one dies of this disease one day in our future, in our lifetime. That is why we are here. You are going to put me out of a job. Now, the best thing you can do is remember that you are not alone. Alone is worse than together. And together we can do things. Alone, think of yourself as a patient. You're alone. There's a patient in a palace in England right now who's probably alone because she can't be together. And so she knows, we know that you are better together. You gather your village, you gather your walks, team, you raise money together, you form an alliance, a national alliance, the most powerful alliance for colon cancer in the world. and you can do things together. If you're a researcher and you're alone, you can't do it well. You have to connect. You have to bring together and partner with others and form collaborations. And together we can make things happen. Alone, no magic. Together, there is magic. And we can make magic together. So just this fall, I want to tell you the last couple of things. This fall, the Rouge Center brought together a think tank, brilliant people from all over our country together to this city to figure out why so many young people are getting colorectal cancer. We have to understand this. We have to understand it fast, and together we will do that. Just this past December, the Colon Cancer Alliance brought together hundreds of folks, experts from around the world in colon cancer, to form a collaboration that becomes Project Cure. Project Cure is $100 million of investment over the next 2 years that will reach our goal. Together, we will do it. What's ahead? Excitement. Just last week, we had a New England Journal article showing that a blood test could help us screen for colorectal cancer, a solution for so many of us out there. We are understanding what our microbiome can do, how to best make our health inside of us. How do we coach ourselves to take better care of ourselves through our microbiome partners? We are learning fast about that. And finally, we are learning about how to control our immune systems so that our own bodies again can fight our battles. But I cannot stand on a stage in front of that building behind me and not remind every one of us that there is only one candidate this fall that gives a damn about curing cancer. There is only one that has a moonshot. And so when you go to the polls this fall, I want you to make sure that you vote for the candidate that's going to help us cure colon cancer. Do it. Woo!
Dr. John Marshall, everybody. Let's get over Dr. John Marshall. Thank you for your work, sir. Thank you for that preaching on this Sunday morning. I know you guys are itching to walk. I know you're itching to run. I see people already lining up at the start arch, but please give us just a little bit more, because next we would like to welcome to the stage someone with an incredible story to share about how colorectal cancer has affected her life's journey. Please welcome Asha Smith Moore. Woo! Welcome to the stage, Asha.
Greetings, everyone. And God bless you all for being here, and forgive me for having to look at my phone. But it is an honor to be amongst you today. And thank you to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance for having me share this testimony with this wonderful community of survivors and the families of those who have transitioned from this awful disease. I'm here to tell you the story about my father, Damu Smith. He was a global activist who passionately fought for many causes such as environmental justice, anti-apartheid, Black liberation, civil rights, and human rights. More importantly, he was a beloved family member and friend to many. To me, he was the best dad ever and a gift beyond what I could have asked God for. This coming May 6th will be the 17th anniversary of his passing. He was 54 years old, and not one day goes by without thinking about all of the amazing experiences we had together. In fact, the last time we spent quality daddy-daughter time was right here on the National Mall to enjoy the cherry blossoms. Despite his physical weakness from months of grueling chemotherapy, he had strength to take me here one last time. I deeply miss the tradition we had coming here almost every Sunday to go paddle boating and to visit the memorials. As a kid, I would watch and listen to him make powerful speeches at various rallies, marches, and protests for a better world at the Lincoln Memorial. Being here to share his voice and story truly feels like a full circle moment. For years, my dad would feel sharp pains in his stomach, but would attribute it to stress or hunger pains. Friends of his would suggest that he go to the doctor, but his love and urgency for the community caused him to ignore his own health until it was too late. In 2005, he collapsed in Bethlehem, where he was taken to a hospital and diagnosed with colon cancer before being sent home to recover back here in the States. I remember being so shocked and saddened seeing his condition worsen so rapidly. The weight loss, loss of mobility, swollen feet, and swollen belly. I'll never forget the day I was called out of my 8th grade English class to come to the office. I had a feeling it wasn't good. My mom was there to pick me up early because my dad was unresponsive that morning and taken to George Washington Hospital. By the time we got there, he was in a coma, unable to speak, but still able to hear. I watched him pass away that night from colon cancer, and it's a heartbreak that's taken years for me to heal from. In his final months, he courageously fought for what may have been his most important task yet, encouraging as many people as he could to get screened for colon cancer, especially Black men. As mentioned in an article written in the Washington Post, it would be his final activist effort. He wanted his story to serve as a cautionary tale and a warning to other Black men to seek regular medical care. Go to the doctor, get your colon checked, and get a colonoscopy, he said. However, he understood the barriers faced by our community that make it more challenging to get screened, such as lack of health insurance, racial economic disparities, and understandable mistrust of the medical system. There is still so much work to do to ensure these barriers no longer exist in our lifetime and for future generations. As an activist, he himself did not have health insurance, but thankfully the community he poured so much love into over the years came together and raised money for his medical expenses and treatments. Dear friends and family members flew in from out of town to care for him. This was all a blessing, but I can't help but to think about the folks who don't have that support system. Though he was a man of faith, the biggest barrier that kept him from getting screened for colon cancer was fear. And at the end of his life, he was working towards becoming a minister and would practice sermons at the same church where his funeral would be held, Plymouth Congregational Church right here in DC. So on this beautiful Sunday, I want to share a word of encouragement in accordance with my favorite scripture, 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Let's continue to uplift one another along the journey to end this awful disease for good, learn and educate our communities about preventative care, empower our loved ones to get their colonoscopies, advocate for ourselves at the doctor's office, whether we meet the recommended age or not, because I personally believe that 45 is a little late as well, and share resources for those in need that don't have access to health care, and point them to the wonderful services offered by organizations like the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Thank you so much, and I'll see you as we celebrate at the finish line. Thank you.
Thank you, Asha. Thank you for that incredible, incredible story, that testimony, that powerful message. This is for your father. This is for all of your loved ones. This is for you. We're about to start, guys. Momentarily, get ready. Who's ready? We're just minutes away. Just a couple more minutes. We want to acknowledge our largest team. PA team, come on up here. Where's the PA team? They left us because they're getting ready to walk, but it's okay. We got your prize ready up here, PA team. But we do want to acknowledge that the PA team, the largest team, 95 people, They also raised over $25,000. They are our top fundraising team. Big congratulations. In 2019 BC, before COVID, we introduced a new award to this race, the Rookie of the Year Award. That award is being presented to our newest top team of allies who have gone above and beyond at fundraising at their first in-person DC Scope It Out. This year's Rookie of the Year team, Team Julie Aquino. Where you at? Come on over here. Run, run, run. Come on. We got to get this thing started. Thank you, Team Julie Aquino. Are you guys ready to get this thing started? Come on, DC, scope it out. People who are walking the course, pushing a stroller or have a leashed animal, a dog, your pet, please head to the back of the line, to the back of the queue to allow the runners to start first. Here we go. Don't forget there are volunteers along the course to help show you the way. After the walk, we will have our closing ceremonies, including our memorial in honor of kite flying ceremony. We're about to get this thing started. Our runners are in the front. Wave at me, runners. Are you ready? I'm not going to start this until you tell me you're ready, runners. Here we go. Let's get this thing started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,